to know that our history didn't start here in America and just in slavery. So, keeping in line with this country, I'm going to say our history is American history. So when you see that, you know that your history is American history. I titled this Separate but Equal because this is something you're going to hear a lot, especially during this month. They talk about separate but equal. Once a time in America, segregation was the law of the land. It took 120 years for that law to be declared unconstitutional. Many of our churches were segregated. Now they've desegregated. But they desegregated, not just allowing all races in, they're allowing anything in. A lot of times you see things, they're blurring the line between what's holy and what's unholy, what's holy and what's worldly. Sometimes we don't even know. 2 Corinthians 6:17 says, "Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean things, I will receive you." So we're not going to be separate, we're going to separate. We're going to separate and be equal because we're all equal in the eyes of God. This is the only separate but equal that God has ordained. This is God's law, and it can't be overturned. So, family, don't get mad when some of your people, some of your friends, some of the family that you have, they don't invite you to their parties, they talk about you. It's okay, because it's not you that they have the problem with. It's the God in you that they see that they have the problem with, because they don't have the strength to stand up for what God said is right. I'm jumping around here because I only got a few minutes. So I want you to picture in your mind a ship on the sea, surrounded by a lot of water. The ship is not sinking because of the water that's around it. The ship sinks when the water that's around it gets inside of it. So I want to know what's inside of you that's sinking your relationship with God. 1 Samuel chapter 3, I'm going to paraphrase, God was calling Samuel. He called Samuel 3 times, and each time Samuel got up and went to Eli, and he said, "Here I am. I'm here." Then Eli realized that he wasn't calling. It wasn't him calling. He said, "This is God calling you." He said, "So the next time God calls you, go back to sleep. The next time God calls you, you speak, you say, 'Speak, Lord, your servant is listening.'" John 10:27 says, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." Who are you listening to? Men, who are you listening to? Is it Pookie, Ray, and Junior? Ladies, I see you sometime. You're on the phone. "Hello, Barbara. This is Shirley." No, we ain't been saved forever. Y'all know that song I'm talking about. So, see, we have to focus on God's agenda, like Pastor's been preaching. We need Jesus. Come hell or high water, we need Jesus. And for those that don't understand what that means to younger folks, you need to be ride or die when it comes to Jesus. You need a ride or die. We need ride or die Christians. We need hell or high water Christians. So let's not be angry when we don't fit in. Celebrate the fact that we're different. Celebrate the fact that God has lifted us to a level that people are looking at us. And always remember, the higher you go, the more open you are to attack.